Hey guys, it's Tony here. Yes, the bear market is confirmed, but before you guys leave, I just gotta say that there are many different types of bear markets. There's short-term bear markets, mid-term bear markets, long-term bear markets, and today I want to talk to you guys about how do I know that we are in a bear market and what kind of bear market this is. Also, more information about Bitcoin and the stock market and their correlating in this video. So this is crypto for you. Leave a like down below. So, look at this. Bitcoin is already at $32,900. That's what it came down to. It's getting closer to my target of $30,000. Had a little tiny pump up in the short term to $38,000 before getting rejected off that level and starting to fall down again. And right now, you guys can see that we have been straight falling down ever since we broke through 39,600, and we are right now stopping before falling the rest of the way down. And look at this. The stock markets have actually opened, and look at this. You can see that Bitcoin is still following one-on-one to the stock market, and that proves more that Bitcoin is still following the stock markets. And as long as the stock markets keep falling right now, Bitcoin will also be falling down. So, how do I know that we are in the bear market? Because we are in fact in a bear market. It does look like a bear market. It's not really like the bear markets that happened right over here after the $20,000 dump or the $13,000 dump, but it is a bear market because this was a confirmed bear market dump. But how do you confirm that you are in fact in a bear market? To confirm that you have a bear market, you have to have three things. Number one, the market has to fall below a huge support, otherwise known as the higher low. Yes, it has to break below the higher low or some huge key support, and you have to see it on 2 time frames. The first time that we can see it on is actually the daily time frame, and we have 2 huge support levels that have been broken, both on $40,000. And the first one is actually the September higher low, and the second one is the January lower low. We have broken them both at the same time when we broke through $40,000, which is why that statement is true. And we can also go on the weekly time frame and see that we have clearly broken the previous higher low of September right over here when we actually broke through $40,000 again. And so on weekly and daily, you can clearly see that we actually broke through those huge support levels, meaning that we have in fact done the first thing. The second thing is clearly shown when we go to the daily time frame, is that is when we pump up or try to reverse, we just have a little tiny bounce before getting rejected and falling straight back down again. You can see her clearly right over here when we actually fell to this $42,000 level before having a pump up to $52,000, getting rejected and falling straight down to $40,000, having a little tiny pump up, trying to pumped up $4,000 before actually getting rejected again and falling down to where we are right now. And right now we are doing the same exact thing. We're trying to confirm, trying to get a reversal, but we are not doing anything, and we're just going to probably continue to fall down. And not only that, the third and probably most important one, we have the market, even though it's very, very pessimistic and everybody is very bullish on this chart, we are not pumping up because look at this. We have the fear and greed index, and it's right now at 12. And usually when the fear and greed is this low, everybody is very fearful of the market. Usually we have a correction and we start going up. But even though the fear and greed is extremely fearful, and it has been for the last week, extremely fearful, we can see that we have not been pumping up. We tried to, but we cannot pump up. Even though everybody is very bearish on Bitcoin, we are still falling down. When we are still falling down, even though everybody is super bearish on Bitcoin, that is usually a sign that this is a very strong bearish trend, and this might be, in fact, the bear market. And so all those things confirm that we are, in fact, in a bear market right now. But look at this. You don't need to have a long-term bear market like we had when we were dumping down from $20,000. You don't need to have that kind of 4-year-long bear market. You don't need to have this kind of bear market, which is actually different when we were dumping from 13,000. That was the kind of mid-term bear market. There are 3 general main types of bear markets that you can have. You can have the short-term, the medium-term, and the long-term bear market. Now look at this. Number one, we have the long-term, and it lasts a few years or more than 1 year. Then we have the medium term, which lasts 6 to 12 months, and then the short term, which lasts a couple weeks or months. And we can straight out take the long-term bear market out of the picture for a reason. If we go back to the charts and we look at the BLX chart, you guys can see that Bitcoin is already in the middle of the green band. Like I said, Bitcoin really, really respects this band, and when we come to the bottom, we most likely will actually confirm support, unless this is like a pandemic, which it might be. And in that case, we just break below the BLX bar and really quickly come back up like we did when we had the COVID dump. We never actually in the whole entire Bitcoin price history have went below the bar, stay there for a very long period of time, maybe had even bigger dumps and then went up. We always have a very fast dump to the downside before coming back up, tapping support on the BLX chart bottom and coming up back to the yellow bands. You can see that we're in the middle of the green band, and the most we could fall down to is like $27,000 if we want to stay inside the green band. If we fall below that, then we could fall, of course, down even more, but that will be, of course, very fast before coming back up inside the green band. So that's why the long-term bear market will not probably work, because we are almost at the bottom of the band, and if you want to do a long-term bear market, you have to start from the top and go all the way down to the bottom band. So that is officially out. The next one we have is the medium term, which is, it might happen. We might stay 6 to 12 months, which is probably the whole entire year of this 2022, but it's unlikely. So it might happen, but it's very unlikely. What actually I think will happen is the short-term bear market, which is a few weeks or a couple of months. So it will be short-term, and this makes sense because right now, where we are, if I turn on the charts again and go back to Bitcoin, where we are, this could take a couple of weeks, this could take maybe a month, but we could come down right over here to this $30,000 support level, and then after that pump up, break through 40,000. And I say that we are in a bear market until we break 40,000, or not even that, until we break the EMA ribbon again on the weekly time frame, because this is the EMA ribbon that keeps us alive in the bull market. And since we broke it, this already technically confirmed that we are in a bear market. We have already closed that candle, so we are officially in a bear market. And until we break it back up, we are in this short-term bear market dump. But remember, the most you can fall down to is 27,000 because of the BLX band being there. The most we can go down for the long term is 27,000. We could have some wicks down on the weekly time frame below 27,000, but the most we could come to is 27,000. We have a huge support at 30, which is why I think we come down to $30,000 right now. And after we reach those levels, we probably will have a reversal, and we will probably break through the EMA ribbon. And so guys, don't sell. Sit out this little tiny bear market, and in just a few weeks or maybe even a month, we will be seeing the reversal. We will be going up. We will break through the EMA ribbon, and we will continue to go up. What we have to do is break $40,000. But right now we are in fact falling down, and we're probably going to $30,000. Don't be like the crowd. Don't fear Bitcoin, even though it's extreme fear. Stay warm, stay safe. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.